Welcome to Exchange Rates UK TV. It is the 9th of September 2021. Taking a look at Bitcoin. So there's another half hour left before the close occurs here, and then we see the Friday candle. But going into the last 30 minutes of the trade day, you can see that we're trading inside a high volume node here between 45,000 and 50,000 essentially. Below that, specifically below 44,750, the volume profile thins out considerably until we get to the top part of that range at 40,000 even. And then you have the 2021 volume point of control sitting down here at 34,000. So that's it's kind of weird to think that that is the point of control for 2021 when it just doesn't seem like that long ago we were struggling to get above that 20K zone. I mean, it just seemed like that was almost an impossibility at one point. But this is the second day in a row. Well, I should say it's the third day in a row, unless something drastic happens over the next 30 minutes, that we've closed below the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen. This would be the second day in a row that the entire range has traded below the Tenkan-sen, the Kijun-sen. And it looks like today would be like the second inside bar. It's technically not an inside bar because the high of today is above the high of yesterday, barely. So 47,376 was the high yesterday, and then today the high was 47,403. Not much of a huge difference, but when you look at the bodies, at least it looks like, you know, the close of the day today will be below the open of yesterday. So some people might consider that inside-ish. Regardless, though, the position here below the Tenkan-sen, the Kijun-sen is a bearish one, and then when you look at the lagging span, that is below the candlesticks as well. Now, if this is going to shift into some type of strong bearish corrective move, then the lagging span needs to remain below the candlestick. So we'll need to see it we'll need to see it close tomorrow on Friday. It needs to close below 46,700. On Saturday, it will need to close below 45,500. Or just kind of, I should just say 46,000. Saturday, it needs to close below 44,600. And then when you get into Sunday and Monday, you kind of have the same value area. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the bodies of the candlesticks all have the same similar lows. It's at that point, it's kind of the make or break level for Bitcoin in whether we're going to see a big drop or not. Because that will put the lagging span technically in quote-unquote open space, which is a condition that signals ease of movement and freedom of movement. The next support zone within the Ichimoku system that exists is down here at 43K. And then you have the support zone below that at 38 to 39K. That's the single span B, which ties up closely with the upper range of the large chunk of volume here. So it's in a strong support zone at the present with the volume profile. But if we go to the weekly chart, that's going to tell us a little something different. The support zone here on the weekly chart is really, I think, the thing that's going to dictate where Bitcoin goes, because the Kijun-sen on the weekly chart, that has been the support zone over the last 1, 2, 3, including this week. This would be the last 4 weeks. So that Kijun-sen has been acting as the kind of make or break point. But, when you look, Gann cycle wise, we're in a death zone. So this is likely just to continue south to at least, I would be surprised if we did not test 34K. I would be surprised if we did not test that zone. If the weekly chart closes below the Kijun-sen, I think we'll see a pretty fast move down to 40K and then possibly down to that 35K zone. But just know that if bulls keep Bitcoin above the Kijun-sen, then any type of bearish scenario here is going to be moot. I mean, it is set up nicely to see a resumption of the uptrend, but again, the lagging span. if we want to be bullish here, the lagging span needs, if you want to see a move like we did back at the breakout here in July of 2020 on the weekly chart, then the lagging span needs to get back above the candlesticks. All right. So that means the lagging span needs to basically, price action needs to go create new all-time highs. Lagging span at a minimum tomorrow, or sorry, this week has to, and next week has to close above the body of the candlesticks, which would mean it needs to close around 59,379. That is the scenario ahead for Bitcoin if you want to have a hugely bullish outlook moving forward here. Is that going to happen? I don't know. Things are pretty rounded here on the oscillators. There's hidden bearish divergence that exists. There's regular bearish divergence that exists. So it's a toss-up, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. Anyways, and this is a bullish engulfing candlestick as well. I bet the volume, yeah, I mean, unless something slows down dramatically, this is a bullish engulfing candlestick at the top of an uptrend, and that's never a bearish engulfing candlestick at the top here is never really a strong sign, so something to pay attention to. Anyways, that does it for me. From All Trade Exchange Rates UK TV, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.